Okay guys, it's a modern day Nana. We're back at it. I'm going to do some more kind of cute decor, paper, fabric mixed together, photos of some light academia. I think this really goes with that theme. We're doing a couple's wedding shower, and it's overall vintage. The last one I did video was some vintage things, and this one vintage also, but more like on the theme of light academia, which I'm gonna mix that. My kind of theme is cottagecore, vintage, light academia. It all goes together, they meld in together. So anyway, I had an idea. I've got this canvas roll. This is the end of it. Oh, I'm so sad, but that's what you got to do. I might look into actually purchasing some, but I don't usually do that. I just get it at the thrift store. So we'll see, but I love this stuff. I've gone ahead and cut out some old dictionary pages, crumpled them up like we did in the last video. I just wadded them up and then straightened it back out. We're going to need those. We are going to need our pieces of canvas that I ripped apart. So here are pieces of canvas. Again, I'm not a measurer. I just eyed it. I figured about a 3/4 inch all the way around. I would consider putting these into frames, but they're a wonky size. They're not 11 by 14. They're not an 8 by 10. I was kind of going off the page. I printed these off. Look how cute these are. They are vintage style bird cages off the Graphics Fairy site. You can print things off of there for free. Use them for your own use. There's 5 of them that I printed off anyway. So this is just some different kind of a variety of browns, scrapbook paper I had, and then yeah, there's the dictionary paper underneath. Now these were already kind of stained-ish looking. That's how they printed. So we're good there, I feel like. And we're just going to put these together, and then I'm going to determine how I want to hang them. Now where we're having it at has got a bunch of big like frames on the wall. Well, in the one area they've got a bunch of big frames on the wall. So I thought these would be cute if you did just ran like a twine through it and clothespinned them to the twine. We could do that. Or I got out a bunch of random junk, ribbon and stuff, if we wanted to hang them, if we wanted to make little hangers, for them. I think I like this one the best. It's like a satiny, but just options, whatever you've got. Whatever you've got. This is actually part of an old skirt, but it's really a cool kind of velvety. We might rip that if we end up using something to hang them with. And then I have still got this ribbon from my daughter's wedding that was 13 years ago. I'm still working on it. And then this is not, it's got a blue stripe in it. I got it somewhere on clearance. Got a couple of those. We have options if we decide to go that way, is all I'm saying. What I've tried to do is just put stuff together, so when I go looking for, say, brown ribbon-y type stuff, it's all in a section. And then, yeah, so here's just literally, I've had this out in the garden, but I like that rustic. I don't think I want to do the burlappy one. Oh, and then I've got this one too we used in the last video, and I think it was just, oh, that's a nice one. That's actually nicer than this. We might, if we need to, use that. But this stuff aside. We're not going to use it right now. And let's just put these together. And I just ripped this canvas because I like that ripped edge. Now, on some of them, one end isn't ripped because, you know, that was the end of the bolt. But I just took and cut my photo out. I did measure to see how big it was. And then I just basically cut, you know, like inch bigger the paper behind it so then I could center it and it would be even. I'll probably go over this, but they're going to be inside. It's not like they're going to be outside, but I'll probably still go out over it lightly with the satin spray just to kind of give it a finish, because it is just on copy paper. You could do it on a thicker paper and it probably look a little nicer, but I was afraid, my copier's kind of old, and I was afraid, or my printer, and I was afraid it would gunk it up. I didn't want to deal with it, so I didn't. So I did this instead. And again, you can sew. This paper is very sewable. You can look back on my junk journals, but we're not at a sewing machine. We have a hot glue gun, so that is what I'm gonna do. And I'm just gonna sit this down. It's the end of my roll, so it's wanting to bunch up on the ends here. Put my scissors on it. There we go. All right, so first of all, I'm just gonna hot glue. I'll just do it on the paper. And I'm just doing a real thin, you know, I've just got my glue gun pushed right down to the paper. I don't want any blobs in it. And I'm just going to glue this down. Again, I'm not a super duper precise when it comes to this. I like that look. I mean, I don't want it to be completely wonky unless, you know, that's the look we're going for. Okay. There, let's set our old lunch bag turned glue gun bag. Glue gun sticks and glue gun bag. All right. So let's just take, now I have to use a couple of these because they weren't big enough. And I'm just going to make sure, obviously the writing is going sideways in this. I just crinkled this up just to give it a little extra texture, a little extra interest. Okay, just lightly glue it down. And then samey here. Just gonna, and then we can go back and glue the corners. Uh-oh, running out of glue. That's the thing, you gotta kind of work fast with hot glue because it dries so quickly, but it's so nice to have it. Here, I'll do this facing you. And I'm just gonna kind of semi-center it on here. So you can kind of see the the dictionary page sticking through, and I think that the Birdcage, the old diagram, really speaks of the academia style to me, and of course in the dictionary page, the vintage dictionary page underneath. And I can always pull this off a little more if I feel like it's, you know, not centered on there right or whatever. Okay, so now we just have to decide if we want to do a something to hang this with, or we want to, I think I'm kind of, although that's not the same color, I'm kind of sold on this pretty, well, this is a darker, isn't it? I mean, see, it's really messy because I just ripped it. It was a skirt, like a layered skirt. Decisions, decisions. I didn't like that one. I thought it was too rustic. I think this is the same as this. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, this is that one from the wedding. Well, maybe it is. Chocolatey. See, these are more, those are kind of. It was just like a scrapbook pack. I don't think it'll matter if we decide to use that. Let me go ahead and get the rest of these done, and then we'll take another look at it and decide what we want to do, okay? Alrighty guys, I went ahead, this is just one of the frames I picked up, thinking that they want some frames for their wedding to do like a photo shoot. So I've just been picking up a few frames when I see them. I think this one said $3 on it. It's a nice big frame. Anyway, so I just strung the twine around the frame. I probably wouldn't do that. I'd probably not have you see the outside twine when I do it, if I use this or something out at where we're going to have it at. Here comes Momo again. She's got to check everything out. Anyway, I just wanted to show you what these look like. I think I like them just like this, without just like pages out of a book, without any kind of hanger or anything. And then I just had some little clothespins, and these were, like I said, they look like plans, which I think is definitely the academia look. They're just different plans of bird cages, and those were on the graphics fairy site. So yeah, I like that a lot, and I think that will really add. I've got an old globe I've got to remake, and I don't know what else academia wise. Oh, I found a couple of cool things at the thrift store. I'll show them to you next time, okay? All right, so this is a modern day Nana. Just get your junk out and we can craft together, and you can just take these ideas and make them your own, okay? All right, see you soon. Bye.